Okay, now let's look at question 8a. The equation is this. Now, you are asked to plot x plus y against x squared. Okay? Remember when you say plot this against this one, x plus y must be the y-axis, okay? Then against this must be the x-axis. Okay, remember the sequence, plot this against this. The first one is the y-axis, the second one is axis. If you go and do it the other way, put x squared x the y-axis, then you get 0 mark for the whole question because you are not following the instruction given in the question. Okay, so let me repeat. It's plot x plus y against x squared. The first term is the y-axis. The second term is the x-axis. Okay, now, so what we have to do is take this equation and manipulate so that the big Y is x plus y and the big X is x squared. Okay, now, there's A x plus y minus B equal to B x squared. Now let's expand it. X plus y minus AB equal to bx squared. Okay, now why I expand this part, I still keep it because I saw x plus y. Okay, and then A times minus B, I get AB, and A x plus y, okay, is bx squared plus AB. I see a constant here. Okay, now, so this there's no x, y in here, only the unknown. Okay, this is the only unknown. So this meet the requirement to be called a constant. Okay, meet the requirement to call a constant. Now another requirement is the coefficient of the big Y must be 1. There cannot be any unknown in front. Okay, so I'm going to divide by A. So this divided by A, I end up x plus y. Then this B over A, x squared. Then AB divided by A again becomes B. Okay, now, therefore, so let's check whether it fulfill the requirement. Okay, now, the constant is unknown. Okay, there's no x and y in the constant here. Remember the y equal to mx plus c. C shouldn't have x and y inside. So B is unknown, no x and y. So this meet the requirement. Now, the coefficient of this, we're going to let this y equal to x plus y. Okay, the coefficient is actually 1. So it meet the requirement. Okay, so this whole arrangement meet the requirement of a linear equation. Then big X will become x squared. Okay, now, and then your M will actually be over A. Your C is actually equal to B. Okay, now, remember your equation, your information given in x and y, but we're going to plot x plus y versus x squared. So what you have to do is, we have to create 2 rows. Okay, 2 rows. We don't have enough space. Okay, now I'm going to create the x plus y. Okay, this is x plus y. Okay, so this is actually the big Y that you're going to plot the graph. Okay, now, so x plus y means 1 plus 0.5, this is 1.5, this is 2.5, this is 4.5, this is 7.5, this is 11. So this is your big Y. Now, your big X is x squared. So you're going to create another row. This is the big X. What does the big X represent? It represents x squared. So x squared is 1 squared, you still get 1. 2 squared, you got 4. 3 squared, you got a 9. 4 squared, you got a 16. 5 squared, you got a 5. So you're going to put this big X on the x-axis, and then the big Y on the y-axis. Okay, now after that you join all the points. Now let's come back to this question. Now the gradient consists of b over a, and the constant, or we call it the y-intercept, is actually equal to b. Okay, if I find m, the value m, but it's a ratio of b over a, I still cannot find the unknown value of b and d individually. So the first step is to find the constant, because this is a y-intercept. So from the graph, if you find the y-intercept, then that is equal to b. Okay? So from the y-intercept is actually equal to b. Now, then after that, you pick 2 points on the graph and you find the m. Okay? Now, so if you know m, and from here you know b, you substitute here, you definitely know a. You can find a. So the unknown a and b can be found. Okay? So that's it. After you get that, then let me continue on this side. Okay, now let's take, we were not going to plot the graph, but let's say we just assume we found the value. C is equal to, let's say, is 4. Okay, now then m from the 2 points, let's say, is 5 minus 2, and then is 2 minus 1. This is 0.1 on the graph that's selected. This is 0.2 on the graph that's selected. So using the x, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, you get a 3 over 1. Okay, so the m is 3. Now, let's come back to the originating. M, the c is equal to 4. And we also know c is equal to b. C is equal to b. C from the graph, the y-intercept is 4. Therefore, b is equal to 4. Okay? Now, after you know b equal to 4, let's come back to the gradient. The gradient is represented by b over a. Okay, m equal to b over a. M we found from the graph using 2 points on the graph. I find 3, and then from the y-intercept, c, the y-intercept is 4. So c is equal to b. So b also 4. So I'm going to put b equal to 4 over a. Okay. Therefore, a is equal to 4 over 3. Or 1 and 1 over 3. So we have found the unknown. We have found the b unknown also, which is 4. Okay. So after you know the a and b, you have to go back to this original equation. I mean a here is 4 over 3. bracket x plus y minus b, b is 4, and then equal to b again, which is 4x squared. Okay, now if you are asked to find y in terms of x squared, then I'm talking about all the small x and small y now. So if I'm supposed to ask to find y, small y in terms of x, so I'm going to adjust this equation and make y the subject. So let's multiply 3 over 4. Answer the 4 here first. Okay, simplify, and then there's 3 bring over here. So x plus y minus 4 is equal to 3x squared. Then make y the subject. So it's 3x squared minus x plus 4. You move the x over, become minus x squared. You move the minus 4, become plus 4. So that's it. So you are representing y in terms of x squared. Okay, you get? Now, let's just recap slightly. You see, from the graph, you find the m and the y-intercept. You find the unknown from the 2 pieces of information from the graph. Okay, after that, you don't go back to the big Y and the big X anymore. Okay? After that, what you have to do is you go back to the original equation where you have the small y and the small x. And then replace the 2 unknown values into the original equation. Okay? Don't go back and use this equation. Okay? Y equal to mx, the big X and the big Y. The big X and the big Y. After you find the 2 unknown A and B, you should put it into the original equation. Okay? Then if required to represent Y by X term, then make Y the subject. Okay? So that is normally how a question is being asked. Okay? So hope that you gain from here. Make sure you get this right in your alternate test.